Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Dr. Phil Show. Tonight, we have our special guest host, Jerry Springer. We also have our special guest of the day, Hamlet. Good evening, and welcome to the Dr. Phil Show. I am Dr. Phil. On today's show, I have my co-host, Jerry Springer. We also have our special guest, Hamlet of Denmark. So Hamlet, I hear things have been pretty rough around the kingdom lately.
Word on the street is that a Philly's family has been throwing some shade about you. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, since my dad passed away, things have been pretty rough. How quickly my mom and my uncle got together wasn't really that cool.
We know things have been pretty bad, but we are especially curious about your thoughts on Ophelia.
I mean, I love that girl. I would die for her. I'd do anything for Ophelia.
Well, there you have it, folks. This man is in love. What do you think about Laertes and Polonius? Those two are two dudes that are kind of essential to this.
I mean, they're pretty okay guys. They've been living in my castle for a long time. Polonius can definitely be a jerk, but I mean, they're decent.
You guess they mean well, right? I mean, Jerry, I think we need to show him this clip. Let's roll the clip.
Take a look at this, Hamlet.
Everything is ready for my trip, sister, so I'll be leaving soon. Make sure you write to me.
Why wouldn't I write to you?
Beware of Hamlet's silly flirting. Keep in mind that he acts impulsively and is caught up in his youth. The things he says may seem nice, but his compliments are as fake as him. You're only a brief distraction for him before he moves on to someone else.
Are you sure his feelings aren't true?
I'm certain. As people change, things around them change too. As his body grows, so does his mind. He says he loves you now, and while he is acting like he'll be faithful to you, you can't trust him to not give in to his desires. You must be wary that because of his royal upbringing, he thinks the world belongs to him. He doesn't act like the rest of us, because he's used to thinking about what's best for Denmark. How can he possibly make decisions about love and a young girl when he's thinking about the whole kingdom? Of course you want to believe that he loves you. I mean, his money, status, and power, things you could never even dream of. You have to ignore what he says and accept that you and Hamlet will never actually happen. He will hurt you and break your heart if you're not careful. You have to look after yourself. That boy is nothing but trouble. If you have any feelings for him, you have to keep them under the radar. Don't let your lust and young hormones take control of you. If things are supposed to work out, they will, but for right now, staying away from him is the best way to avoid getting hurt. I know you are young and feel the need to rebel against what is best for you, but you really should consider everything I've said.
Brother, I feel you. I'll keep your advice in mind. I won't let myself get heartbroken. But brother, you have to practice what you preach. You're hypocritical. You can't just come up here and start toting all your wonderful advice while still acting recklessly.
Here comes Dad. I'm done lecturing you, but I'm sure he's going to tell you the same kind of things, plus more. Good luck, kiddo.
You can go now, Laertes. I still can't believe you're still here. I appreciate you trying to help out your sister. I can take it from here. After all, my old age and wisdom should give me an edge over you. So, watch what you say. Laertes, in your travels, make sure you stay friendly and avoid being crude. If any situation ever gets tense, you want to be the last to swing. But if you absolutely have to swing, make sure they fear you first. Wise men say little. Be prepared to listen to what people tell you, but don't judge anyone for what they tell you. If you want to be successful, you have to dress to impress, son. Remember to keep your hands off other people's money and make sure no one touches yours. Above all else, you don't conform to what everyone else wants you to be.
Alright, bye, Dad. Peace, sister. Remember what I said.
Yeah, I got you.
Bye.
That was so good.
What did Laertes say to you?
Just some stuff about Hamlet.
I'm your dad. Tell me what it was. You aren't as clear-headed and understanding as you may think you are.
Hamlet has been very flirtatious towards me lately.
Flirtatious? You sound like a little child. You actually believe the things he says?
I don't know, I'm not sure.
You're so silly for thinking he means what he says. You can do better than that. If you keep this up, I'll be embarrassed of you.
Hamlet has presented his feelings for me quite honestly.
Emphasis on presented. He is so fake.
He has promised me wonderful things because of his love for me.
Of course, when anyone wants something, he'll say whatever he has to do to get it. But it's all done for show and can't be trusted to yield to his soul's you desire. You are a lovely girl and shouldn't let a boy like him corrupt you. You can do better than him. Take everything Hamlet says with a grain of salt. He doesn't really care about you. He only cares about the things you can offer him. His promises of love are hollow and corrupted. I really would rather you avoid talking to Hamlet from now on.
If I have to.
And we're back.
Wow. That was rough, buddy.
Come on, I think you need a hug. Bring it in, bring it in.
I don't know why they said all those things. Ophelia means the world to me, and I never try to trick her.
I think we've all thought that at one point in our lives.
How are you feeling, Hamlet? What's going through your mind right now?
I can't believe they doubt my love for Ophelia. I'm going to have to find a way to show them they're wrong.
You do that. And we're out.